Of course, when I am in another country on vacation without internet or Wi-Fi, Paramount decides to release the Sonic Movie 3 trailer. And yeah, that's why this is late, guys. I apologize, but wow. It is the same trailer, I believe, that they showed at CinemaCon over like 4 or 5 months ago. But I'm just glad the public actually has something to look back on and watch. I've personally watched this trailer like 3 to 4 times now. It is so good. I am so happy. I am so excited for what this movie has to bring. Shadow looks absolutely amazing. So I'm actually going to break this down step by step, beat by beat. I'm not going to show any of the footage or screenshots because I know Paramount will strike down the channel, so I apologize for that. But if you're a fan of this channel, if you're a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, you have seen this trailer, so you know what I'm going to be talking about. So we start the trailer off with a narration and exposition dump from the gun commander talking about Shadow with some voiceover, and I gotta say, this was great. It really emphasizes and highlights the parallels from the movie Sonic's journey and what Shadow's journey is, and where Sonic found friends and family, Shadow found hurt and pain. I thought that was a beautiful line, and then they show some really, impressive visuals of Shadow's backstory and some snippets of what we're going to see. And Maria is in this. We've known this for a while, but it just confirms that there will be backstory with Shadow and Maria. There will be Dr. Gerald Robotnik, and it looks like Maria is the one that will be tragically lost. There's a quick little shot of Shadow and Dr. Gerald like kneeling in a burning forest. And I believe, it might be too dark, but I believe that's Maria that's just laying there in between them both. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to handle the dark elements of this movie, but that is just crazy that they're going to be doing it. And I'm really happy that they're staying true to that part of Shadow's backstory. Moving on from there, you get some, dialogue and some banter with James Marsden. He's still in the movie. The human character's still in it. Like I said, they're going to have human characters in this movie, guys. It's too much money just to have everyone as CGI characters. I still don't think Amy or Rouge are going to be in it. I could be proven wrong with future trailers, but they are not in this at all. The gang's all there. They're racing. They're having fun. And then they get told and pulled in to help take down Shadow, who's escaped from Gun's security. And they fly in, and there's like a big explosion. I think the location is Westopolis. I know set photos were of like police cars and it said Westopolis on the side. So I think where they're fighting in the trailer is Westopolis, which is the first stage in the Shadow the Hedgehog spin-off game. So they fly in and they jump down and they're ready to fight Shadow, all three of them, Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Shadow just goes to town. Knuckles, the biggest fighter of the three, goes first. Shadow grabs his fists, cracks his hand, that's how strong he is, twists it, and then uses what I'm assuming is his chaos teleportation abilities to go around and just hit everyone upside the head. He's using his hover skates to bring them all the way up in the sky and slam them down. And most importantly, we get to hear Shadow's voice for the first time. Keanu Reeves saying, "Aren't you a colorful bunch?" It's pretty great. I really like it. It's shot really well. To me, it looks like for Shadow's design, which we'll take a minute to talk about, it's really, really good. I really like this movie version of Shadow the Hedgehog. It looks like around where his lips are, it's a little bit more like crusty and a little bit older to like age him out a bit. I don't know if I'm just seeing that and that's not actually happening, but I do like a little bit more of that visual change in style compared to movie Sonic, because Shadow is like 50 some years old. He's just been in like this chrono stasis in time for a while. But anyway, besides the point, there's a montage of Sonic saying like they can't beat him, he's too strong, and then showing Shadow do what I wanted him to do. I did a video a little while back on some top 10 Shadow moments I want to see in Sonic Movie 3, and they got one of them, and that's when he's teleporting around, kicking gun soldiers in the face. They show him doing that. They show him riding his motorcycle, running up against Sonic in a different battle. It shows him teleporting around. That seems to be his big thing that he's going to be doing. And then Sonic's like, we gotta do something. We gotta team up with someone that I didn't think we needed to team up with. And it's Jim Carrey's Dr. Eggman. Now, this is something I really didn't see coming. I did not see... I thought Eggman was working with Shadow, and that's how this was going to be. But it looks like it's going to be Sonic Team is working with Eggman to take down Shadow, which I think is a really cool change. And I think, if I'm assuming correctly, and my speculation hat is on here, I think this might be it for Dr. Eggman in the Sonic movie franchise, because I know Jim Carrey wants to retire. So it would be really good to end Dr. Robotnik's arc in the movie franchise as actually being an anti-hero or a good guy, and maybe even sacrificing himself at the end. I'm not quite sure if they'll go that far, but having him... And this is classic Eggman in the video games. He helps out Sonic and his friends all the time. When you get to like the last story or the final story in the video games, there's always some bigger, stronger evil force that Eggman teams up with Sonic and all the characters to take down at the end. So it makes sense that that would be the case. I just thought it was going to be more of the Sonic Adventure 2 parallels and adaptation, but this proves it, guys. For all the people that want it to be 1-to-1, this will not be a Sonic Adventure 2 1-for-1 adaptation. There's going to be liberties taken, and I cannot wait to see what direction they go with this, because at the end of the trailer, you see Dr. Gerald Robotnik interact with Dr. Eggman. So Dr. Gerald Robotnik is still alive. It looks like he's like hidden out and is in some like defunct base on the ground. So I don't even know if Space Colony Arc is going to be in this movie. There might be some flashbacks to it, but that might be it. But he's down on the ground, and it looks like he reunites with Dr. Eggman. And it's Jim Carrey playing with Jim Carrey. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be so funny, so hilarious. And that might be the twist. It might be maybe Dr. Joe Robotnik is working with Shadow, and they convince Eggman to change sides at the end. That could be a possibility. Or it could be Shadow's being rogue. Dr. Gerald is trying to get him back, trying to tame him. There's so many different angles they can go with this. They're definitely not going to end it with Shadow being the villain. So I'm interested to see what will happen, what Doomsday device they all have to work together to stop. I said Doomsday, but I don't think Doom, the actual alien Black Doom, is going to be in it. I think that would be way too much for the movie franchise. We'll have enough of him in Sonic X Shadow Generations in October, which just released some more gameplay footage as well that I'm excited about and might want to talk about. But yeah, Sonic Movie 3, we finally got a trailer. It's finally happening. The movie comes out in December. Hopefully we get a bunch more marketing now. Paramount's listening. Transformers 1's about to come out, so then they can push Sonic Movie 3. I'm very excited. Hopefully they don't give away too much with the new trailers, but I still want to see more Shadow. I want to hear more Shadow. What did you guys think of the trailer? Let me know down in the comments below. We finally got something. It's so exciting. And yeah, welcome to the era of Shadow. I'm OCDsaster, and I hope you have a super Sonic rest of your day. See ya.